Alright guys, let's check out this Coryxkenshin video on YouTube, racism and favoritism. I think, in my opinion, I think favoritism is probably real, but racism is racism that in this video, I'm watching Tyrone Magnus watch this because I couldn't click that video of Coryxkenshin because it's always, I don't know. He took a chance at blaming racism on a corporation that, like, in a couple of years ago, promoted YouTube Rewind with Will Smith leading the footage. Okay, the Will Smith was the face of that video. So what racism are you talking about, Coryxkenshin? He talks about mortuary assistant, a video game, a horror video game, getting copyright claimed. No, not copyright claimed, but more like age restricted. So for me, I'm like, I played mortuary assistant. I played it on my channel. Another channel, or maybe I don't know where I'm supposed to upload this video after I'm doing this. Understand that I was, skeptical and afraid that motherfuckers from all over YouTube are gonna attack me or something. But here's what I think. I uploaded the mortuary assisted video game, and I never got age restricted. And as you can see, if you can even see, because I'll be so afraid of uploading this video because of the backlash if I get, I am a person of color. I am Indian. Okay, I am an Indian guy. Let's see. Let me tell you this. I played this game. I never got age restricted. How can you be? I can't believe how Coryxkenshin can be so polarized about this thing. How can he be so polarized to the point where it has to come down to racism? Why does it have to come down to racism, bro? Even if somebody is racist, I don't think that person is a genocidal maniac ready to kill 6 million of your race. I don't think that person is a genocidal maniac. He's just somehow a little bit racist and he has been racist for a while or something. The best you can do is to not really focus on his attacks on you, but focus on your goodwill. And this is coming from Coryxkenshin. He's like a very much a big believer in God and Bible quotes, and he puts Bible quotes in the end of everything, that every gameplay video he does, which I thought was really great. This dude is setting an example for young people. That's what I thought of Coryxkenshin. But here it is with the video. He's now blaming racism for everything. Okay? Now he's blaming racism for everything. And it's like, of course, there's a suspicion. Like, he says that he was trending for a while, and not for too much. And every time he trends, after a while, something like a copyright claim, age restriction, or copyright strike or something happens, and then the video doesn't trend after that anymore. That one thing is suspicious. It is suspicious. But is it racist? You cannot come to that conclusion yet. You can only come to that conclusion once it has been proved. Now he says that he showed Markiplier's video on the mortuary assistant, and the restriction got removed. So it's like, so he's like expecting them to double down, but they didn't, and removed the restriction because they saw Markiplier video and Coryxkenshin video, and both are same, and it's unfair to have this age restriction. They understood that and they removed it. It is most likely that they didn't know that this game was being played by everybody. Like, almost like they don't know that games are being played by everybody. Or it's possible that these people have a bot that targets different people, different accounts differently. Okay, not because of fucking skin color. Okay, it's possible that there's a bot that targets people based on different accounts. It could be IP address, maybe it could be the like basically where you come from. You could be from a third world maybe, and that might not, anything can be a fucking reason, not the color of your race. Like, who is there now that want to fucking discriminate against a color of your race? Who? Show me. There are people that sound racist. There are people that might believe in racism, but these people don't want to fucking attack you till the day you die. Okay, they don't want to kill you. They don't want to send their men after you or something like that. Please, it's not that tribalistic. I don't think the world is that tribalistic. Unless you go into the most underdeveloped nations like Africa or something, where discrimination happens between the blacks, amongst blacks, against the blacks, by the blacks, So shit like that can happen in, like, probably the deepest part of China, maybe, I think. Deepest part of Japan, maybe, There's racism that sounds like racism, It's not automatically directly racist. It's not. So I don't know. It can't be direct call for discrimination, joining to destroy this man because he's black or fucking yellow or some shit. I'm brown, bro. I'm brown. I've never seen a white guy say anything to me that sounded racist. I never encountered. White people are the most generous people I've talked to. It's like a multicultural area. YouTube, where I engage and talk to other people, is extremely multicultural. For internet, that is awesome, But I don't know if it will work in real life. But on internet, that is pretty fun. I love that we're multicultural people, that we're able to talk, laugh, enjoy certain entertainment, videos and stuff, together, and be able to talk and comment and reply and get no racist genocidal call for genocide or some shit. I never experienced that. And most of them have been white people and shit. They just talk to me directly. They don't even mention my ask me where I'm from and shit. The closest they can come to where they say something that has to do with race is when they ask me where I am from. I sound like somebody else, like from India or something. I sound like somebody else. Your accent is very different. Can I know where you're from? That's probably the only thing that involves race. I never seen anybody act racist to me, I mean, I've seen man, I'm keep talking. Let's see how long I've been like 10 minutes. Okay. Let's play this video. Let's see what this guy and his fucking. How can you come to a conclusion that is so polarizing and say it has to be due to race? How can you just come to that conclusion? I don't know. Just go. Okay?
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
There's that.
Okay.
Now on YouTube like 9 months out of the year.
Okay.
Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again, and I'm getting my numbers, they're climbing, they're exploding. I'm number one.
You know what? People would die to become a black man to earn the amount of subscribers and views that you get. Millions. Markiplier doesn't have the engagement that you have. Fucking PewDiePie doesn't have the amount of engagement you have on your videos, bro. Some of his stupid gameplay videos has like 16 million, 8 million views It's hilariously bad. It's so many views for this guy. And he's complaining it has something to do with racism. Markiplier is not better than you, bro. You're like the topmost people in the comment section of this guy's videos. I see them saying every now and then, only a black man. Look at this. Corey is back. He got shitload of views. He's making us proud or something like that. I've seen comments that are racially motivated. They want him to succeed so much. You know, he has millions of views. You know, ridiculous amount of subscribers. It's almost insane. He's extremely entertaining and awesome, but the amount of engagement is out of the world, man. So much engagement this guy has. And then now, for all of them, subscribers and viewers, you should be a strong role model. No, he comes back and posts racism because he had like a suspicion or something. If you're suspicion of racism, why can't you just say, I suspect it might be racism? Maybe? Nah. You're like directly saying, I'm now sure, I'm inclined to believe that this is racism. Or something like that. You're directly saying that YouTube is kind of mostly racist or something like that. I don't understand what this guy's, you know, what this guy's saying.
We need this black man, he's getting too many views. He's getting too much exposure, too much activity.
Okay. Okay.
Let's get back to the current situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team.
Okay.
To get some answers to those 3 questions that I had. So another day, another 2 days go by.
Okay.
They restricted the video.
Okay.
They re-age.
You see that? Like, it has nothing to do with race, bro. It's definitely something to do with the bot system. It has to do with a mechanic that is fucked up. That it has to be that. There's no way these assholes that these assholes are blocking you because of your race. There's no fucking way, man. There's no fucking way. Like, you're gonna play. So if they're racist, then are you gonna what are you gonna do? You continue blaming them for being racist? How long are you gonna complain about being racist? You know, even if they're racist, it's not a productive approach to your problems. It is not. You know, they re-age restricted your mortuary assistant video, and they do this because of bots. I'm pretty sure it has automated targeting system that takes your video, your channel, your entire channel it treats your entire channel a different way. And you might be a bad luck guy that is experiencing this. It's entirely possible. I don't think they're racially motivated to block you, bro. I don't think so. This is way too ridiculous. Way too ridiculous. And I'm having to record this video because of this. You know? Come on. I don't believe for a second that white people I think it is I don't know. Let's just watch. Yeah, what is it?
I know exactly what's going on.
What is it? Tyrone. Now let me see what Tyrone says. Let me see what Tyrone Magnus says. Let me see. I'm only recording this video because such a huge influencer. I loved his Nun Massacre, all those videos. I used to watch over and over. I still do every now and then. I can't believe such a large YouTuber. This dude is larger than fucking anybody I've ever seen. The most successful. If you'd say on YouTube, who's the most successful, I would keep this guy in at least top 5. And in some cases, I would put him top 3. Because this guy has videos that are so many views he has on him. It's like, did he create a new breaking ground on YouTube or some shit? That's how I was thinking. But it was just a gameplay video in which he's extremely entertaining. That's what I see. Now, let's see what Tyrone says. Let's see what he says. I would like to know who the fuck it is that is racially motivated to stop you. I would like to know who it is that I've seen so many black people complain about racism. So I would like to know. And I'm not even an American. I am an Indian. I watch American media a lot. I watch these videos a lot from foreigners. These people have been like my inspiration. I want to become somebody, on YouTube. And I don't want to hate on Coryx. I don't, man. I don't. I just want to know. Because it's been so many times I've seen black people just automatically assuming. I can't say all black people though, but most black people I've seen they're automatically thinking of racism, race relations and stuff automatically when it comes to something suspicious. Is that like a symptom? Is that what? I don't know why. I've seen a lot of black people. Now I'm not blaming black people, dude. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, what I've seen. I've seen a lot of black people think a little bit and then come to the conclusion of racism. I don't know what that means. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Weird. I don't know why some of these black people are like that. Your nation is at a point where the majority who are white people are so far into accepting your race that they don't mind a multicultural racial society. They don't mind a multicultural society. I've never seen in a nation like that. I've never seen a nation that accepts multiple cultures and treats them equally. And this all comes down to Christianity, because in the Bible, God says that you should treat everyone equally and not discriminate based on the color and treat everyone based on the character, right? That's what Martin Luther King said, right? So that's in the Bible as well. So I'm thinking, like, I came to a conclusion like a couple weeks ago that it's this entitlement to equality is what's making some of these black people to come to a conclusion that racism might be a problem at why they are disadvantaged or whatever, why they think they're disadvantaged or whatever, because they think they're supposed to be equally treated equally. Right? Because of how the American culture is, that only treat people based on the character, not the color. So they think that being treated is a given. Being treated equally is a given. And that's why when something that doesn't treat you equally, automatically it comes down to racism or something like that. Like at least a few options where one of them is definitely racism. And that's how they think. Like I honestly believe it's the Christianity and Bible stuff that made people so generous to the point where anybody that's not generous and good, is automatically a sinner in some ways. That's why I think some black people and some of the progressive people think racism is a problem and shit like that. I'm not saying that racism isn't a problem. I'm just saying that focusing on racism, I don't know if it exists or not, but if it does, I don't think that should be your focus. Like, you want to fight, you want to create a civil war based on racism, I don't know, it's just things will get 10 times worse. You want to become a good guy, inspire others, and make them the best. That's how you supposed to fight these indifferences, these differences, these suspicious things. That's how you defeat these things. You don't indulge in that. That suspicion. A small suspicion should not cloud your entire mind into believing in a completely polar, completely divisive thought. That's what I think. So I'm just wasting time. Let's, oh man, 20 minutes. Let's fucking watch this. Let's just fuck. This is, what is it?
I've run into a few situations, and
Okay.
I don't know how much I can say.
Okay.
That's why. But I think I know how I can get this rectified. I swear I do. I swear I do. So,
Okay. Wait, what?
But I think I know how I can get this rectified. I swear I do.
Okay.
I swear I do. So,
This Coryxkenshin guy, I think he's I think he is young, too young, and probably things like that. I don't know.
For
But-
the video.
but I have to make sure it is what it is. That's
Okay.
what I can't really say. You got what I'm
Okay,
saying?
if there is a real, I think there is suspicion of racism, but is there racism? Like, what do you want to do if there is racism? What do you want to do? Like, you're gonna go after people for being racist? That is anti-human behavior. That is too much. Some people are mean. Some people are mean, bro. Like, it has nothing to do with, even if it's racist, you can't go after people. It's just not a good behavior. An evil man behaves evilly. You can confront the man because he's evil, right? You cannot go after people for being suspicious. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe show me where racism is, Corey. Please show me, man. I would like to see.
I go to Markiplier's video now, and now his videos
Okay.
with their pants down.
Really? You think they got caught with their pants down about racism? Like, are you serious? It's most likely a chance that they didn't even know that this game was a fucking played by many people. It's most likely a chance that these people are, they don't really, I don't think it has anything to do with race though. Nah, I don't think so. Because if it has to do with race, then all black people would be targeted. Was it not? All black people would be treated differently. That's just weird. It's definitely weird, but I don't think it has to do with race, dude. I don't think so. Because if that was the case, all black people would be treated differently, like a racist thing. But it's not like that. If Markiplier's video got age restricted after seeing your video, then they have come to a conclusion that both should not be allowed, right? So Markiplier's video should not be allowed for ages below 18, and Coryxkenshin's video should not be allowed for people below 18, right? That's the assumption. That's the conclusion that they have come down to, and came to that conclusion, right? So now whoever did this might not know that this game is being played by plenty of people. It's entirely possible. Now that sounds like a human interaction. When they saw the Coryxkenshin's video and then they saw Markiplier's video, and both got age restricted. Now I think that's human behavior, right? They checked, they saw, and then they age restricted it. But is that anything to do with race? It's a suspicion. It can be something to do with race. It can be. but it's not like they got caught red-handed. I don't think so. Look at this.
Got called out, and then they had to go back and say, oh, whoa, okay, we see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back. We need to just age restrict them both and be done with it.
But my question would be, are
Yeah.
all the other channels that he looked up, did all of theirs get age restricted too?
Exactly. Exactly, Tyrone, man. What the
A
fuck?
little bit about community guidelines.
Exactly, bro. Look, you're very intelligent. You've been like watching reaction. You've been doing reaction videos. That's like super intelligent, dude. Like this Tyrone Magnus guy knows a lot. He's been out there for a long time. He's been observing things. Yes, he does believe in racism, but he is like he has been observing for a long time. So I think he knows what he's saying. I think he knows what he's saying. They didn't get caught red-handed, Corey. They didn't get caught red-handed. How is that they got caught red-handed? They just saw that your video was removed from age restriction because Markiplier's video wasn't age restricted. So now they saw both videos and they thought that these two videos should not be promoted for people under age of 18, right? So then they gave them age restriction. Is that racially motivated? How is that racially motivated? Are you telling me that they racially discriminated against you in the first place by giving you an age restriction? I don't think so. That's a suspicion. Again, that's suspicion. Is that racist? It all this comes down to, is that racist? Maybe it looks racist. It sounds racist. It feels like racism. That's what it comes down to. It's not a clear proof that they hate you for a black man. You have millions of views and subscribers, bro. What are you doing promoting this racism and favoritism video? What are you doing this shit for? Are you attacking the entire YouTube? They are the most progressive people. YouTube is the most progressive people out there, bro. Come on. They put Will Smith in the Rewind video introducing new YouTubers in that video, man. That's their level. That's their level of progressiveness, okay? They would instantly fucking make it all about black, brown, and all other people. They would happily make it all about them, Come on, it can't be just, okay, let me drink some water and let me do something else. I'm going to be back. I guess I have to edit this out. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this because people are going to fucking attack me, Right, let's watch this. We've been wasting a lot of time. I'm just speaking a lot. Let's watch this fucking video, please. If you find this video to be long and boring and preachy and annoying, click that dislike button, I guess. What am I supposed to do? It is my opinion. I'm driven by this weird fucking video that this guy uploaded. Okay, let's do it. Okay, what is it, Tyrone? Let me see.
Read the community guidelines.
Yeah.
Read the community guidelines and
Joe,
understand.
look at his dumb face. Look at it. Come on. Read the community guidelines. If you're that suspecting, you have so many views and subscribers. Before making a video like this, you might want to fucking go on an investigation. You might as well become a detective and go on an investigation because this is a serious fucking claim that you're making. This is super serious. Is it even recording? Okay, let's do it.
What the wording means. Truly understand what the wording means.
Okay. All right.
I'm telling you, you must.
You should.
Understand what it means.
Okay. Can somebody, if I'm wrong throughout the whole video, can somebody tell me what it is? Like, is this really racism? Can somebody educate me on this? Can somebody drop a rant in the comment section and tell me why I'm so stupid and ignorant of racism and shit? Just show me if this is any way connected to racism. I would like to know. I would like to believe that there's this thing called racism that is overtaking humanity or some shit, that's pulling down this extremely popular man. one of the most ridiculously popular people out there, this guy, and this is what he does. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see.
I know what's going on here.
Okay, what is it, Tyrone? Tell me, man.
That I wasn't gonna like talk about this, make a video about it. You realize how bad this looks for you.
Okay. Now they have been caught red-handed. According to this guy, they have been caught red-handed for being racist or some shit. Like, some people don't understand, don't think too deeply, and just jump to the conclusion because that's what they've been expecting. This is just insane. Insane.
Realize how unfair this
Okay.
comes across.
Okay.
In all my years, have
Okay.
never seen a video get age restricted, de-age restricted,
Okay.
and age restricted again. Have any of you ever seen that happen?
Dude, you talked to the people of YouTube on phone, man. It's entirely possible to get de-age restricted, age restricted, because it's like a bot thing. It's like they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. YouTube is a stupid piece of shit. YouTube is like a flopping fish that thinks it's a solid object. That's what YouTube is like. YouTube is a flopping, dying fish on surface that thinks it's like a metal bar or a gold bar, a solid object that can't move on flat surfaces. That's what YouTube thinks it is. It's entirely, there's so many fucking complaints from every other YouTuber. Oh, hello YouTube, why are you doing this? Why did you put copyright strike today? May want to retract the copyright strike because I never said this. You don't think there's so many people that complain like that say that find it unfair? You think age restricting and de-age restricting, that's a fucking problem? When there are people out there that are getting copyright strikes after copyright strikes for reason they don't even know. And they don't even get to talk to people on the phone from YouTube. They just get a message, fucking email message, and then done. Your fucking whole life is done. Some accounts get purged for saying something wrong. That's not even really wrong and totally understandable. You're telling me this is a problem? Enough.
I saw that there was some unfair stuff going on, so then they tried to appease me by de-age restricting the video. I
Okay.
said, wait, why are you doing that? Because I sent Markiplier's clip. And then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both.
Okay.
My channel is so much more heavily scrutinized
Okay.
than my peers. My peers, and when I say peers, I mean people around my level, around my view count, just to keep it
Okay.
Why?
Like, you got more views than PewDiePie and Markiplier, bro. You're not the same level. You're better than them. Let me be honest, dude.
Is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized, especially so when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row, which I've done multiple times.
Okay.
And every single time I start to get an uptick in traction, an uptick in activity.
Okay.
Here comes YouTube coming through. Hey, let's
Okay.
do a video from 2019. Yeah, you see this, Corey? No, this is bad. It wasn't bad the 9 months that I was off.
Come on. I don't think they want to attack you, Coryxkenshin. I don't think they want to attack you, man. I think there's something wrong with your account. Maybe it has to do with something else. Maybe it's a bot. It's something automated or something. I don't know. There is definitely a reason, but it can't come down to racially discriminate. What about other black people? What about Tyrone Magnus here? Huh? Why are you telling me they don't want a black man to become super successful or something? That is way too outlandish. That is fantasy land thinking. That's too much. Too much. It can't be always racism. Come on.
It was only bad when I got back and I was #1 trending. This situation was only bad because
You could have made this video about I suspect there's racism on YouTube. But no, you're like saying it's definitely racism or something. I think you're saying it's definitely racism. Come on, bro. There needs to be a proof. These are huge allegations, huge claims that you're making. Come on.
#1 trending since I got back.
Suspicion is not a proof.
A YouTuber has uploaded the mortuary system, and now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions because I called them out on some unfair behavior. Now I realize
I had
It's possible that it is favoritism. It is possible that it is favoritism based on, different creators. And I don't think it has anything to do with the race of this guy. Like, I think more people would connect with black people rather than white people. Is that racist to say? I think more people would be happily spend time with a fine, laughing, smile on a face, black person, a good person, a good man, a good black man. I think a lot of 99.9% of people, I think, are interested in sitting down with a black man and talking to him. I don't think they are, this is like pulling you down from achieving something. I don't think so. You have achieved everything as a YouTuber, bro. You have achieved it. You achieved what you wanted to do. You are successful. Nobody can even pull you down anymore. This video had like 250 views when I first saw it, and now he has 4.4 million views right now. How is that racism? Huh?
rep for, my partner rep for, because that's what he's talking about, releasing his stuff too. I had one that was very knowledgeable and was able to find out a lot of information for me about how YouTube works and certain things. And that's
I want to say that I've noticed some channels are treated differently compared to other channels. I've noticed this thing throughout my life. I've seen this. Some things are not claimed to be equal, but they're not. But it does not mean that someone in the YouTube is a literal genocidal maniac that want to discriminate against your color. I don't think so. Like I had like multiple computers throughout my life. Some of the computers behaved differently from other computers. Windows 7, Windows 10, name it however you want. Some computers behaved different from other computers. Like some computers would show me blue screen of death quite often when sometimes when there's virus. Some other computers, they just crash, and some other computers, they give me an error message. It's different kind of behavior I see within the computers. So maybe it's a bot thing. I'm thinking very outlandishly, like a conspiracy theorist or something. I'm just saying,
one of the reasons why I think I know what's going on. I don't think it's racism.
Yeah. Okay.
What I think it is a form of
miscommunication. It's entirely possible that there's a misunderstanding between two entities, and one entity is loud as fuck blaming racism on the other one. That's what I think. There's a miscommunication that makes no sense. But that doesn't mean that I knew it, you were racist, I knew it. That is fucking that is like woman yelling to yelling to you as a man, calling you rapist. That's how it is like. That's how it sounds like.
I need to have a confidential conversation with him.
Okay. Have a conversation. Let's get this guy thinking normally. Come on. Okay. Now you understand. I think you understand that racism is very big accusation.
You expressly prove that someone is a racist.
Okay.
Unless they're spamming the N-word in the chat.
Okay.
How do you really know? And admit
Yeah.
I cannot 100% prove that race
Okay.
had everything to do with this.
Okay.
But I can tell you the people on that policy team, those shadow people that are anonymous and get to
Oh.
enact their will however they see fit. How can we be sure that they take a black person's video and a white person's video?
Like, why do you care about being black, man? Like, why are you so obsessed with your skin color? What is it with these? Some of these black people are so obsessed with their race. What? Like, do you, I don't know. Do you have super drastically different culture compared to the white people? Is that what you're saying? Is that why you're obsessed with your skin color? I don't get it. Yes, black people have their own culture, white people have their own culture, but I don't think it's like, why are black people so obsessed with their skin color? Some black people, okay? Not everybody. I've seen a lot of good black men that are not always thinking like this, you know? Thinking about themselves as black and shit. I don't know what to say. It's just too much thinking. You're not, you're culturally different from others. You look different from others. You're not a fucking, you're not a superior special race like gods and humans. There's no difference between you and other races other than cultural stuff and the color of the skin. That's the only difference that you have between every other race, you know? It's not it's not the difference between tigers and donkeys or whatever. It's not that much of a difference. Please, don't stop thinking about your black color all the time. It's too much.
And it can be the same exact video.
Okay.
They restrict the black person's video, but not the white person's. I feel like
God.
it was treated for a long time. Even when we hit 10 minutes.
I'll tell you this, I had situations where
Okay?
my videos aren't community guidelines. They don't have the community guidelines problems.
Okay.
As far as age restriction, rights and stuff.
Okay. Look, I know that you feel so unfair and you have been having these problems for so long, Corey. And I feel the frustration and unfairness. When a thief steals from you, the amount of darkness that you feel, like somebody stole from you, now you don't have that. You know, the feeling of being stolen, you know, that is so dark and feeling like evil. It feels so pathetic. I feel that's how you feel when you don't get treated fairly. Now, I don't know why you're getting treated fairly. And you yourself said that you don't know if they're racist or not. You know? But it's a serious accusation and everything. But then you make it all about racism, bro. Like, I think some people see some people with more favoritism. Like Markiplier can be appealing to so many people, you know. So PewDiePie might not be appealing to so many people because, I don't know, it's the way he behaves. It's entirely possible that when you connect with others, you find one person more interesting than the others. That's the difference between every human. Now, I don't think people want to think about race when they want to treat you unfairly. I don't think they want to think about race. If in fact we're at a position in our society, in this world, where if you think about race in any situation in your nation, I'm pretty sure that people are at a position where if you are in a situation where where you're thinking about a race of a person, then maybe that is too much discrimination, too much thinking about racism. Maybe you're acting racist. That's a fear that I've noticed in a lot of people, especially white people. You say something different that sounds black, then maybe you are racist. Just for thinking that, you're automatically the worst person on the planet just for thinking like that. I've seen a lot of people that walk back certain words before they speak, because they feel like they are getting, even though it's what they're about to say is not like the N word or anything like that. What they're about to say sounds a little bit different from fairness. It's not entirely fair, and it sounds a little bit different. And they automatically think like, holy shit, am I acting racist? I need to walk back. I've seen a lot among these white people, and some of the mostly white people, because they get blamed for being racist all the time. So I've seen that a lot in white people. And the progressives, they are attack dogs. They suspect a little bit of racism and they're after you. Holy shit. A little bit of doubtful things, suspiciousness of racism, and that's it. They're after you.
I've had YouTubers contact me.
Okay.
I've had YouTubers contact me like, yo, why is your video still up? Yo, I just got community guidelines warning or strike, or I just got an age restriction on this. How come your video's fine?
And I think that it's something to do with the black people thinking the way, not everybody, but some people think automatically in like a herd. They think, they come to a conclusion. Why are they doing this? It has to be racism, bro, or something like that. They just come to a conclusion like a herd of sheep talking and coming to a conclusion. That's how I feel like some black people do that a lot. And then they get shocked in their minds. They get like fucking blown away when they find out that their fellow black man is not being treated unfairly like you. Oh, whoa. I thought this was racism. Why is this black guy not being treated better than me? And then they walk back on the racism thought process with a clear shock in their mind. Because I don't know what it is. I'm an Indian, man. I'm an Indian. I'm not from America. So I don't know what this whole thing is. I just caught up into this, foreign culture where this kind of shit is so popular in it. So it's like the racism, this misogyny or whatever, all these things are so popular in America that it it travels across the internet into my nation. It's like I got pulled into this foreign culture, and this is what I'm seeing.
I've been in the trenches.
Okay.
I've been in the trenches. I swear I can help him out. As a matter of fact, there's a particular YouTuber I won't name, but I'll say that she does similar videos to me. And
Okay.
she got a community guidelines strike and couldn't make videos for like a week. However, months before, when she did that video,
Okay.
I watched the video that she did.
All right.
I sent her a DM. I think it was like on Instagram. I sent her a DM and I said, hey, listen,
Okay.
you might want to remove any parts of videos
Oh.
that have stuff like this, that, and the third. because
Okay.
she was having problems with.
Oh.
And it wasn't read. It was never read. I'm just like, well, she must get a lot of DMs. I mean, she is a female YouTuber, so
She never read your
knows,
DM.
You know what I mean? They get swamped with messages from guys.
Oh yeah. Understandable.
You know,
Understandable.
me and her have chatted from time to time. over the
Okay.
years. So when I was like, and I checked like weeks later. I'm like, she's. I already know that she's gonna get a strike for this. She's gonna get a strike. What do you know? One day I see her post on Twitter. Hey guys, I got community guys strike. I won't be posting for a week. And I'm like, and I go back to my DMs that I sent her. Still not read. And I was like, you listen. Trust me on this.
Okay.
Master your knowledge.
Yes.
The first.
Look, you need to find out if there is racism with the proof or not before you accuse someone like that. You need to find out, bro. You have to find out. You have to find out. Oh my God, it's been 1 hour. This is ridiculous. I look really bad. Okay.
First thing that can help you, master your knowledge of the community guidelines.
All right.
Master your knowledge of the community guidelines. And know that YouTube is massive. YouTube is massive. And the number of channels versus the number of reps.
The more knowledgeable you are, the more exploration that you have done in this world, the more revealing it will be for you, whether if it's really racism or not. You cannot jump to conclusions. You can suspect, you can say it's a suspicious activity. You cannot jump to conclusions and accuse someone of racism. Like, even if it's racism, to be honest, like, what are you supposed to do? Some people are like that. You know, some people are like that. Some people are evil. Some people are mean. You don't think there is racially motivated talking attacks on you verbally when you were in school? When you are different color than majority, you don't think there's gonna be children that sit next to your friends and say some racist shit about you? You don't think that happens? But at the end, you're in a position now in a society where that's not a major problem. You know, it's minor problem maybe, but major, I don't think so. In fact, people will attack you if you sounded like racist. If you even implied that you were racist, people will at least verbally attack you, call you racist piece of whatever. They will say it, you know.
That look at certain videos.
Okay, I'm sorry about the volume of this video. I just upped it a little bit. I think you might not be hearing what Tyrone was saying before. Yeah, sorry about that. Up the volume a little bit to understand, to hear Tyrone. Okay, I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? They don't have enough. So what'll happen is a lot of times is you'll get the strike or the age restriction. Might be 2 or 3 years. The next person gets the age restriction. Could be a few days, few weeks, few months. They'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
But
you made a mistake in your video. It will catch up to you someday.
Or they may not for a particular reason that I need to discuss with him. But,
okay.
You know.
Look at his face. How can you say someone is racist like that, man? Like, you have to be as good as you want to be, as you can be. As a human being, you have to be good. You have to be good. Even if you find actual racism, you have to be a good person. You cannot be like this, making videos to millions of your subscribers and viewers and complaining like this. You don't think one of your viewers is right now thinking that, oh, YouTube is definitely racist now. I hate YouTube. Let me go type some hashtag something. And you don't think a bunch of people are doing that on Twitter or some shit, making a big fuss? You know, it's entirely possible. Come on.
Million subscribers, and I was supposed to get my diamond play button, and when there was no correspondence. These situations always coincide.
Yeah, I still ain't got my 100,000 subscribers for my gaming channel.
Can't let this.
Yeah, it happens, bro. It has not. It's not always about your race. It happens. Shit happens. YouTube is, like I said, a fish flopping, thinking that it's a fucking solid object that cannot move. That's what it's like. That's a YouTube. That's YouTube.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that's how it comes off.
Okay.
I don't see any.
I'll tell you this, I can totally understand
Of course.
why he thinks that.
Yeah.
Because I was on my way to thinking that at one point.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
It's entirely suspicious, but it can't be like that. It cannot. Things are more deeper than just discrimination, bro. Things are definitely more deeper than that. It can't be surface level tribalism. It has to be more than that. It can't be that ridiculous. We are not fucking African tribes living in the jungles, bro. We are fucking a society that has evolved technologically, that if you show someone the technology that we have now in the past, they would be like thinking witchcraft or something. Now we're in such a world, and you can't think it you cannot come down to a conclusion where it's nothing just it's either a cat or a dog. It can't be that. It can't be just a cat or dog. It has to be a miscommunication. It has to be something deeper than just the color of your fucking skin. Come on.
Like, let me, before I jump, because it's like he said, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
The more I found out, I was like,
get knowledgeable and understand.
The more YouTubers I talk.
Get shocked, get understanding, get knowledgeable, pave your path through the jungle. The jungle is not filled with parasites. You can still protect yourselves and go. You can still make a way towards the top of the mountain from the jungle. You're not being stopped by fucking weird creatures, parasites, and fucking creatures with thorns or whatever. Nothing is stopping you, okay? Everything is an obstacle. Nothing is a fucking hindrance. Nothing is a blockade. Everything is an obstacle to come over, okay?
Talk to, I was like, it's different colors here.
The more
All
knowledgeable
the same
you are,
problem.
the more better you are at navigating.
To tell you the truth, when you get that big, it was, to me, even now until I'm seeing this, I was like, you got to have a red phone. You know what I mean? When you get that big, you got to have a red phone to YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, hey, listen.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get that fixed.
You can talk to the people of YouTube. How the fuck is that? I didn't know that you could directly talk to them. I didn't know that. You are privileged. You're super privileged. More than white people. More than successful white people out there. You're super privileged. And you're complaining. That's how it comes off. You're saying. You know.
Thanks, Chief. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He ain't got no red phone. I thought when you get that big, you got to have a red phone to the commissioner. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So, wow.
But he got a red phone though. He talked to them. That's a privilege in itself, bro. Like who the fuck is out there as a YouTuber talking to the people of YouTube? Who is out there? Huh? Probably PewDiePie, Markiplier, and other big YouTubers. Other big fashion YouTubers, people that make content for children, they have, just like this guy, Coryxkenshin. You are extremely privileged, and then you're complaining.
Any other YouTuber that gets #1 trending many times, and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're getting copyright strikes and all of that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out.
Okay. At least you say that. At least you say, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You have to have that mindset. You have to have that mindset in life to, go forward.
I'll retract this entire video. I'll make a public apology to YouTube.
I just noticed that he flashed community guideline strikes as a correction to saying copyright. If he meant copyright earlier when I was talking about that, it's basically the same situation I just explained about how something that's old finally filters.
Yeah. It's almost like it's a bot thing. It doesn't make sense that after a long time it gets age restricted. It has to be something mechanical that hasn't that hasn't judged you yet, that hasn't checked your video yet. You know what I'm saying? It has to be like something that is loading in your phone or something. It has to be that.
Finally, it's filtered by either their human team or their AI.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, that's an issue. Especially with updated community guidelines.
Yeah, and this YouTube is such a piece of shit. It says it has terms and conditions, community guidelines, so many fucking ridiculous rules. It's hilarious how many rules there are. And they keep changing that. I found out that they just unbanned or put in some COVID-19 restrictions that were banned, that were meant to ban people that say something about the COVID. But I think they, removed that, and now anybody can say a lot of things about COVID now. I've seen that in the social media. This guy that put out a community guidelines, he saw that, and then he put out a tweet with a proof where they changed the COVID-19 talking points. So if your rules can be changed, how can you trust the platform, But we got to make a living on this. There's no other platform like YouTube, so we're stuck here. But YouTube, I'm telling you, is a piece of shit. It's a fish flopping, thinking it's a solid object on a surface. That's what YouTube is.
Rules.
No problem. My dad taught me, if you make a mistake, be a man and address it and apologize. I will do that. No problem. But
that's good.
You know what it comes off? It comes off whenever Coryxkenshin starts doing some crazy numbers or getting on trending too much. We got to find something. We got to get him for something. He's got to have done something. I mean, I bleep out cuss words in video games.
Yeah. I mean, that is suspicious. I'm not going to deny. That is suspicious. But is it related to your race? I don't know. Maybe they don't like you. There are some channels that get copyright claims and strikes so much that living with their accounts has become a pain. They can't even live properly. They can't even make a living properly. That's how YouTube has certain biases against certain creators. That much is true. But is it race related? I highly doubt that.
I literally. This is the YouTuber that you want.
You go that far, and you like, why am I still?
There is some racism involved within the policy team, and YouTube in general really doesn't care about black people like that. They got their favorite creators. Log out of YouTube. Log out and go to YouTube. You'll see the people on the front page every single day. You'll see the favorites. count how many are black, count how many are of people of color. So then what does YouTube try and do? They try and peddle YouTube black. They try and give us a spotlight. Do you know how condescending and patronizing that is? Oh,
Okay.
yeah, let's give a spotlight to these black creators because we're all about diversity. All this communicates is black people aren't good enough on their own skill, on their own merits, on their own talent. So we got to give them a spotlight. We got to come down and raise them up so they can get some spotlight action. Well, how about you save all that YouTube black, all that?
I don't think that that's true. I don't think that that's true. I can see he's angry right now, but that I definitely don't think that that's true. But let's keep going here.
Yeah, they are the one that are promoting blackness a lot. How can you say that they don't like? Maybe they don't like you, but it has nothing to do with racism, bro. Like, it's possible, and considering that black people are the minority, it's entirely possible that the majority of people of different race are trending more than the minority race. It's a given conclusion that the majority gets to, the majority gets to trend because they are the majority, and the minority doesn't get often trending because they are the minority. Like, I would like to know the statistics of how many famous white people are trending and how many black famous YouTubers are trending. I would like to know the statistics. Based on that, we will know if this has something to do with race or not. Is there any website that collects data on that? That's a specific, thing that I have asked.
That fake patronage, all that fake pandering that you guys do. And when you have a black creator coming to you repeatedly saying, why am I being treated differently than other creators?
Yeah.
And then you come back and, we got to be age restricted. And then, he's on.
No, they're not like, oh shit, we got to do something. Oh, he found out. No, they're not doing that, Corey. They just found out that your video that was age restricted wasn't restricted for other person called Markiplier, and now they wanted to age restrict both videos. They might not know that I don't know how they don't know that a lot of people are playing this game. It's possible that they are completely stupid or ignorant. I don't know. It's suspicious. But is it racism? I don't think so. I think it's favoritism. I think it's bias. I think there is a guy that watches Let's Players play YouTube. There's a bunch of people that watch Let's Players play YouTube games and whatnot. Okay? And all of them vote each other. I'm just thinking maybe they come to a conclusion on who to put this restriction on because they don't like or something, and it has nothing to do with race. I don't think there's multiple people thinking about race, hating on black race. I don't think so. There may be one guy, but I don't think he is destroying your channel, dude. I think he's just weird.
Okay, we gotta age restrict them both.
Come on, they're not doing, oh shit.
It's fake. That's what it is. I am deeply sorry that this came off as a rant. In the beginning, I wanted to keep my emotions out of it. I wanted to stay logical, stay
Okay.
on the things that I could prove.
You could have stayed logical.
But it also turned into me venting the emotions that I've had built up around YouTube. Ironic that I have to upload this on YouTube, but where else am I going to upload it? I worked hard. I've built this community from the ground. It's taken me over a decade to do.
Bro, the same level of favoritism and biasness has got you into becoming a super popular YouTuber, man. There are people in your comment section that support you like die hard support you just because you're black, and just because they are black, and it's like black man to black man sharing of love. Isn't that, if you think a little bit of suspicion from you white people is racist, what do you call this, where black people support each other? Isn't that racially motivated into favoritism? They favorite you, they support you massively, you get so many views, right? You get so many views, and a lot of people are in support of you no matter what you do, because they think because they can be black, they are probably black, and they love seeing another black guy like them, you know. That can be the possibility too for your popularity. How come you don't complain about that but complain about this? Huh? Okay, guys, calm down. Let me become a YouTuber, become a popular YouTuber on my own. Don't show favoritism to me. Don't show unnecessarily large support for me. Don't bring people in and make them subscribe to me so much just because I look like you or something. Why don't you say that? If you can say this about someone else on YouTube, giving you a suspicion of racism. This polarizing thinking is why this bullshit is too much.
And I would have just hoped that the playing field was fair, and that, hey, if I did something bad, then everybody else who also did that thing should get punished too. Is that unreasonable? I have no problem.
No, I know that you want it to be fair. I know, man.
If I break a rule, that I get punished for
But
it.
everything is not fair in life. You know, everything is not fair in life. Now, you can complain to YouTube. You can make a video on this. But I don't think you can call it racism. I don't think you can just say that I caught them red-handed and shit like that. You cannot say that. You have to think deeper than that. Come on.
But when you start, like, when it's targeted, when you're doing things...
I can see why he's feeling targeted. Here's the interesting thing, and I thought about this, and literally was talking about this yesterday with somebody from another company that was reaching out to me for something. So they wanted me to be a part of their team for something, and we were talking about the racial thing as far as online performance and stuff like that. And we got to the point where we were talking about where I brought this up because I remember seeing this in a documentary. And the thing is, we're the minority in the country, and people naturally gravitate to what is familiar to them. So,
yes,
here's the thing.
Yes.
I brought up with how the creator of New Edition, which was a black singing group back in the 80s, right?
Okay.
Big.
Okay.
Right? Their manager, their creator, whoever brought them together, said to himself, I saw this in a documentary on like VH1 or something back in the day. He basically said to himself, my God, if I could do this with a group of white men, this would be astronomical.
Okay.
And guess who else he founded? New Kids on the Block. And they were a phenomenon over here.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know.
They were a phenomenon until NSYNC and Backstreet Boys came out. They were the white group phenomenon until then.
Oh.
So we would continue to talk, and I said, you know what's interesting?
Okay.
When reactions first exploded,
Right. 2015 or something.
and I told them, I was like, I didn't even know this. I was just like making the videos. But the fans would write me emails and talk about, you're part of the big four. You're part of the big four. And I'm like, well, what the hell is this big four?
Huh.
So it was me, the Real Rejects, Akasan, and Gator Martin. Majority of that group, what? Black, right?
Yes.
So the black people are spearheading this reaction trend, right?
Yeah. You
Jinx.
were. I know when 2015 came around, the reaction channels spiked so hard. So hard. Like Blasphemous HD was my favorite back then. And then I saw Tyrone Magnus trending a lot in these reaction videos. And then it was Akasan, and there was another guy called Jinx or something. Yeah, it's a phenomenon created by mostly 99% black people, and I was fan of them, you know.
Then issued a challenge and blew past all of us. His goal was to be all of us in subscribers, and he went on to do like he made sure he reacted to every request that he got. So everybody got what they were asking for. So he made a ton of videos, exploded, controversy. People hated reactions, people loved reactions, just this whole thing. And guess what? After all that hoopla subsided,
Okay.
when the white people jumped on and started doing reactions, they were blowing past the black people. All of a sudden, I'm seeing all these channels with white people doing reactions, and they explode. They were bigger than all of us.
Okay.
Exactly. It's that whole thing. It could happen in any other country too. I can see it happening.
Yeah.
You know, you go somewhere and say it's all Asian. You're the only black person doing it.
If I was in Japan and I was doing something that is popular over there, and there were other Japanese people next to me that are doing the same thing, the Japanese people are gonna connect with the Japanese more than me. Even if my race was there as a minority, they would connect more to the majority than the minority. It's entirely possible. Now, are they super racist that wants other races to die off or something? I don't think so. I just think that they love what they love. You love something that you love. It's the nature of life is not straight. It's like this, you know. It's either this or that. It's just a confusing. It's yin yang philosophy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like yin yang philosophy, where you know one thing is up and the other thing is down, but both of them are connecting. It's pretty much like that. Pretty much like that. Real life is like that, bro.
And it becomes popular. The Asians catch on. Asians eventually going to be bigger than you because you're in a country majority Asians where people like seeing familiarity.
Exactly.
Reactions now, everybody does.
Everybody does.
Everybody does reactions. After all that controversy, everybody, almost everybody, and almost every major YouTuber does them. Let's continue. So, I don't know if it's racism other than that whole drawn to familiarity thing.
Familiarity, bro. Familiarity, favoritism, and love, and you know, you love what you love. You love, you know, if I gave you a pack of gummies, then you're like, I love gummies, you know. But if I gave you a pack of lollipops, that, oh no, I don't want to suck on them or something like that. But if you give the lollipops to women, then they'll pick lollipops more than, you know, gummies or something. People that love lollipops, they love lollipops. People that love gummies, they love gummies. You know, depending on who is the majority, that current thing will be trending. The eating of gummies is gonna be trending because 90% of the public is gummy lovers. Okay, the popsicle motherfuckers are less. That's why it's not trending. It's familiarity shit. It can't be racism, bro. Think deeply. Think deeply other than just skin color. It can't be just racism.
Look, they talked about Elvis, right? Elvis took black folks' music, sang it. White folks is the majority in this country.
Yeah.
Boom, now he's the king, right?
And I also saw some extremely progressive, to the point where some of these people are almost like extremists with their progressive views. These people, I've seen some videos where they said we're gonna bring in more illegal immigrants and flip the country or something like that. I've seen some videos of a woman sitting down and saying that. Now, that is a problem. Illegal immigration is like a thing in your country. I've seen that. Now, I don't know if it's if people are intending to flip the country with different races. It has to be the intention of some people. You know, some people are like that. So I don't know how you're going to protect your nation. You know, and then they will call you racist for protecting your nation, for just being patriotic. So I don't want to get into politics, bro. I can't. This is just too much. Let's finish this video and end this fucking video. I'm gonna shamelessly upload it to my very new channel, like 21 subscribers. I'm gonna shamelessly upload it, even if they unsubscribe, like 20 subscribers. Or new people come in and dislike and bombard me with hatred. You know, I'm gonna have to upload, I guess. I'm gonna have to upload because I don't want to do too much of audio cutting out the video and put only audio and put some images. So stupid shit like that. I don't want to do that. I just want to upload this and get rid of this. You know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Only because
it's entirely true that black people don't like a lot of white people's, creativity and their creations. You know, black people appreciate their inventions, but they don't appreciate some of the white people's stuff. They think white people, there's this meme called black people reflexes, where they don't go deep into something that is so terrifying. And like a jump scare in a video game, they don't go too deep. They just want to get out, and it's called black people reflexes. But white people, in their opinion, white people like go in and look at everything and get jump scared and still go in. And that's a thing about white people or something. You know, there's some things black people don't like, and there's some things white people don't like about each other. Now, is that racially genocidal maniac, Hitler, Nazi level, kill 6 million Jews level stuff? Of course not. It's familiarity and favoritism, bias stuff. Okay, it can't be skin color. It's not. It can't be that simple. You know.
I'm like getting bigger. I don't know how it always seems to coincide with that situation, but that's just what it is. Now, my YouTube channel.
That reminds me of Eminem too. Eminem too. Yeah, and Eminem's he's good as fuck. He's in my top 10. But it's one of those things where I remember when he came out, and I was like, "Yo, this dude's good, right?" And then after a few years, I was seeing him on the covers of stuff, greatest of all time, and I'm like, "Oh my god." I was like, this formula has got to work around the world. It's got to work. It's like, I bet you any group, it don't matter, you can mismatch it. Like, send some white folk, a group of white folk to Africa and be on Africa YouTube and start a trend. Somebody African's gonna pick it up and blow up bigger than the white folks.
Yes, it has.
You know what I mean? Like
in Africa, if you started something like a phenomenon in Africa, I think the majority Africans are gonna love you, and then in that place you're gonna become more popular than white people, because the white people are minorities over there, right? Somebody needs to try this in Africa, bro. Somebody needs to become like a super popular African Ugandan man or something, Ugandan let's player or something.
Very interesting conversation to have.
Okay, shadow banned, or they like, you know, they start like not sending my videos up to my subscribers, or you know, a couple months
I
from
would
now,
like
they
to know
all
if
just
shadow
stop sending
banning
my
is real,
videos.
though. I would.
We
Yeah.
know why. We know why. I mean, those
Why?
shadows behind the scenes, they control it all.
Okay.
They control all.
Are
of
they
it.
racist?
If they don't want my channel, they could terminate it right now. They could
True.
hide my videos. They could shadow ban me, not send my videos out to anybody. That's why I thought long and hard before I recorded this. But as
I get
one
that.
of the
I get
biggest
that.
black creators on the platform, I want you to hear it from my mouth
Okay.
that there is some shady business going on behind the scenes on YouTube.
Okay. Are they racially motivated? I
Let
don't
me
think
get
so.
in contact with him.
YouTube is as
Let me get in
progressive as it can get. I don't
think-
know.
Let me see if he's. I'll probably DM him on Instagram. Let me see if it's does he have an Instagram? Yeah, he's got an Instagram. I hit him up on Instagram. I hit
Okay.
you up on Instagram, bro.
Nice.
People, let him know I'm gonna get into contact with him.
Again,
Listen, I don't think it's racism. I think I know exactly what it is because I've been through it. Other people have been through it that I know. Trust me, I think I know what it is. Okay? But there's certain technicalities and details that I can't really go into detail on. You understand? For confidentiality purposes, I cannot do that. So, but I think I can help the brother out. I think I know what to do. Alright?
okay.
See what we can get done in the next few days. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. If you enjoyed my
All right.
reaction and thoughts, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And subscribe to this good brother here.
Nice.
10 million subscribers. Woo.
Cool. Now you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, again, it can't be all racially motivated. It can't be racially There's people that are unfair. And the shady business that Corey said is definitely a shady business. But is it racially motivated? It's not. It's not. And look at these people. Thank you, Corey, for speaking out. I don't know what they're saying. They probably think it's definitely racism or I don't know. It's just whatever. I can't be like, biased against. They might think differently. So, whatever. Yeah, that's it. I've been speaking too much. 1.5 hours it's a joke. Okay? I don't even know if I want to cut something out, okay? Yeah. That's it for my reaction. Remember, just go through the obstacles, cross them, and you will get somewhere. You will get somewhere. I have plenty of ideas, and this reaction channel of mine is not just the only thing. Okay, there's multiple ideas I have, and just with 20 subscribers, I'm not satisfied either. Yeah, this whole thing. If in India, in my India, if suddenly an Asian guy comes in and starts making these epic action movies like a lead actor or something in our nation, in my nation, if he started doing that, people would be like, I don't know. I like one of my people here. I like this huge actor that is super popular. I would like to go see his movies. I don't know if I can watch this new guy that looks different. Maybe it's good, but I'm not hyped. It's possible to say that. It's possible that people will find that like that. People like that will exist. Are they fucking genocide? Are they screaming genocide screaming maniacs that want race, like tribalism, racial tribalism? Is that what they want? Of course not. They have their own preference. If you're gonna bring in so many races and put it in one nation, all of them are gonna start fighting. All of them are gonna, over religious differences, over racial differences, over cultural differences, over habitual differences, certain habits that don't match, over opinions. That's why multiculturalist society doesn't last too long, in my opinion, because somebody is gonna fight someone for just for looking different or just for thinking different, and it might not even be a racial thing. It could be cultural thing. Like a lot of people in my country, Hindus, are not that fond of Pakistanis, Muslims, okay? And Muslims are not that fond of Hinduism. They love promoting their Muslim stuff too. And they then call Americans, like how the terrorists call Americans infidels and stuff. Like it's always, there's difference. It only becomes racism for me once you cross the line of verbal communication and go into attack mode. That's when it becomes about racism for me. As long as you say bullshit to me, I'll be like, okay, you're mean and rude, let me do my thing, let me focus on myself. I cannot think like you. I can't go and confront you for being mean all the time. I can try it once, but not always. I'm not bothered about evil people. I'm bothered about how good travels through the evil and how to make good, how to promote good, and how to make everybody good. That's what I want to focus on. So yeah, that's it for my reaction. It's been like 1.5 hours. This is ridiculous, man. So much reaction, and I don't even look good. And this midnight, I'm supposed to be sleeping, but I'm like awake and watching and it's just crazy. Okay, yeah, whatever. Coryxkenshin, he shouldn't have made it about racism. He should have made something about suspicious activity, shady business going on in the back, like how you said in the end. That should have been the focus of the video, instead of saying it's racist. Or it's not that, like, you can't just point out and say it is racism. You can't just say that. It's just too much of an accusation, and he admits it, but yet still he says it. I don't know. Okay, this is my overly long, unnecessary, I don't know if this is even a rant. It's a crazy video. If you like, check it out. If you like how I speak, if you like my thought process, subscribe. If you don't like, if you think I'm hating on Coryxkenshin, that I'm a racist guy, I hate black people or whatever, if you think that, then I don't know what to say. I'm not is all I can say. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this reaction. Subscribe to my channel, Unlimited Health, and I'll see you guys later. A lot of talking. My throat is raspy. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.